and I think EG can damage control. I mean, that's what they're best known for. You guys gotta realize that EG has like a ton of lane shove, Axe, Timbersaw, and SF, while VP's has almost zero lane shove.
I don't know,
So
if you just compare the supports like Bench and Lich compared to Dazzle and Tusk, I already feel bad.
I mean, it's hard to play both. All three of EG's cores versus Viper. It's super hard to play. Like Timber is not that good of a
Timber
hero.
is like decent actually,
Yeah,
because like
but
Viper is such a static hero. You can
he'll have like starter amp. He'll get stunned. Everything.
like like Timber is like actually good against Razor, for example. It's the same story for Viper.
so you think they should have been a Viper instead of Razor?
I think Razor would have been even
Better
equally
pick?
good for them. Yeah, not better necessarily, but very solid pick. So like you guys said, they just need one of a kind, some Razor, some Viper, and the third choice was pretty much Lina.
All right, VP defending their own woods for now. There were some early TPs to plant down wards around the map, and looks like they want to try and secure that bottom rune. Are getting scouted out currently. Looks
This
like
Axe
G will
won't
get
get
his
anything
bounty.
bottom lane. I think he shouldn't really get much bottom lane. Like thing about Dazzle versus Axe is Axe is good versus Dazzle in mid game, but Dazzle owns Axe in
This
lane.
guy's going for it.
Oh, the
He
double
went
bounty.
for it.
He practiced this in.
This is the best thing in a game like that. It's morale for the team.
Yeah, but that's crazy though. I mean, he could have died there.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, he would have taken a lot of damage. Oh, he went for souls though on Shadowfield.
So looks like actually EG is going aggressive. Yeah, they're sending Venge and Axe bottom. So they're not going to just solo the Axe, and they're going to solo Timber versus Brood. Timber's actually a good hero versus Brood in lane. You can't really harass him in lane.
Yeah, I think they thought that VP was gonna go aggressive.
Oh, and safely in the Brood?
One thing to note is that EG straight up blocked the mid lane from the start, from the spawn. Fear was just blocking mid. So SF is a really good block. It's a huge difference, honestly.
So they really want to secure the SF start here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sumail is at it for now alone against the Brood, it looks like.
Yeah. This is a Brood favorite lane. The first couple levels is gonna be Timbersaw favorite, but it's like it gets bigger and bigger. I mean, as the Brood gets higher levels, so that's very
It's
but he's
actually-
misplaying here actually
Gonna
pretty
go for a
hard.
kill.
He's choking.
He's choking, like Richard Lewis.
Jeez.
Sumei really wants to kill though. He's ready to pop the mango for it.
He does have that point in chain now. About
He's
to
gonna
hit
go
level
for it.
3. He's looking for it. Does he have the angle?
Nah,
Not
he doesn't
quite.
have it.
At least not yet. But any moment he could pounce on Phobos. So over in the middle lane, we just see a lot of farming early on. No real pressure.
I feel like the Tusk should just go bottom and leave the Viper alone. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fine either way.
Yeah, that's a free kill, honestly.
Like this bottom lane of EG,
The bottom lane should be crushed.
it's a really weak lane.
Axe is. People say Axe counters Dazzle because of the chop, but you guys gotta recognize that Dazzle heal bomb also
Yep.
owns Axe.
When you're cutting the wave or something like that,
Yeah.
it really hurts.
Oh no.
Sumail finding the first blood. Solo kill, and
Yeah.
it was the mango.
Phobo should be
Phobos
aware if he
spot.
faces up against a player like Sumail.
That's actually a pretty big choke, also. This should never happen.
But in the meantime, VP are on a move of their own here. They've got an Invis picked up for the Tusk. Let's see if they can find anything.
I kind of like this dual mango build from Universe.
They're thinking about it. Looks like they want to go. They're going to start off with an auto attack. They do manage to hold PPD in position. Or sorry, Fear. They will bring him down there.
Wow.
But the trade comes now as the Razor is going to fall. Snowball rolling forward, committing onto RTZ. One more auto attack, just enough. They get the kill. So they do end up bringing down the Shadow Fiend as well as his Lich, but it does cost them a Viper and a pretty heavy rotation.
Yeah, it was a little bit of misplay by G. He was too happy hitting the Lich.
I don't know whether it was worth it, because I know early kills are good and all, but like you guys could have factored in CS, you know?
No,
Like,
I don't
because-
think it's worth it, just because like this bottom lane.
Yeah, exactly. Like look at Slaughter. Like he kind of farmed because his support auto show that was not worth it at all. Because the CS, you know,
Yeah.
CS is so big in early game too.
And EG are winning in that department
Yeah.
quite handily now.
Like,
I mean, you can see the vision of the game. They're just leaving the Slaughter alone while there's like, 3 colorful dots on the minimap hanging around a Viper. And so they're literally supporting a Viper, which he doesn't really need.
And I know that I said that was a Brood favorite lane, but if the Timbersaw gets the first blood and gets arcane boots, it's
No
definitely-
longer the case.
It's no longer
Would
the
you like
case
to change
anymore.
your prediction?
No, I mean, if that happens, then
Right.
now
It's a
the
different
guy,
lane now.
Yeah, it's completely different lane. Like, he's topping the CS shards and everything.
This Timber is so farmed.
Yeah, he's gonna be really farmed this game. And there's nothing this Brute can do about it.
Is there anything VP can do? I mean, you guys mentioned focusing more on bottom. Is it too late for that, or?
Not
Should they be
really. They can
making
still
that
go there and
adjustment
get
No, they
kills.
still can focus on bottom. Their
Yeah.
play is to just collapse middle.
Well,
Yeah,
they
they're
try
looking
for it.
at the Shadow Fiend a lot. They're just afraid of, like everyone is afraid of Shadow Fiend becoming
Yeah.
strong.
Look at that. They want to collapse middle.
Luke looking for fear in the trees. Does get caught out of it. Starts to take the poison attacks, but he's gonna tango his way most of the way through, and they won't dive in the end.
Like strategically, what they need to secure is just this bottom lane and even push the tower. It would give
Exactly.
the whole team so much.
Uh-oh. Sumail,
I
bit
agree.
of trouble. Soul Ring was cooling down, though.
This guy bottom lane, he's not a happy starter.
Oh, this Axe is pretty happy though.
Yeah, this is actually so happy. This is the Dream X game, honestly. No attention put to me.
Already level
Everyone-
5.
Everyone's focusing on my mid player. Feels good.
He's got all the mangoes in the world.
Okay, they need to make this gank work.
They're not gonna get this kill.
They are looking for Mr.
they
Sumail. The
might.
roll coming in.
It's-
Spiderlane's going to join him. It's a big commitment here. But then turns with the chakram. A lot of damage being done there. And Universe is going to show up. He gets up the coat. Where are those spins? He starts getting them. Phobos, for
VP
now, will be
choking,
okay.
man. How in the hell were they gonna get the kill? Not only did Sumo recognize that they couldn't kill him, he recognized that and instantly like used all his mana to like try to get a turn kill.
I mean, with the Swirlings would be on point with the heal. They might get it, but that's not the place to be for them.
Arteezy does get caught out in the mid lane, but he's going to turn as well. Not giving anything up too easily. Good blocking there, though, by the creeps, but still finds the kill again. EG. Making something out of what looks like
VP
nothing.
is
Time and
tilting
again.
Hardcore.
Yeah, they're tilting really hard. This is not the same VP. Like Kuro said, I think if they actually just secured the safe lane, like this would be a completely different game.
Wait until your Slardar gets his blink and level 6 and then go.
It's more like this actually be level like
Yeah,
2.
the problem with EG's lanes was like this Axe would just be bottom the Venge, and that's originally what I thought too.
All VP needs to do is make EG feel bad, and if they would constantly kill bottom lane, they would just make the whole team feel bad pretty much. Because Lich SF doesn't really do that much against Viper. Like all Viper has to do is not die, and he won't die. Same for Brutes.
They do find the shard catch here again. It's on 2. The heal comes through, but still alive. Finally going to manage to bring down the old man.
Super good snowball there.
As they roll forward, Arteezy fairly low in his own right, but he gets off the 2 hero raise before going down. It is a 2-for-1. The Shadow Fiend falls again. A 4-hero rotation, and perhaps more importantly, Brood just doing whatever she wants here in the top lane, getting a lot of damage done on the tower.
Same with Sumail on bottom though.
Yeah, he is cutting the wave in the meantime.
It's pretty much Broodmother.
SMA is very on point in this game so far.
Yeah, doing the right things. Winning a lane is not supposed to win.
That's Sumail though.
They are finding an opening in the mid lane, though. Looks like Sound's been caught out, gets off the crush. Can they focus him down? Dropping low to auto attacks, and they will manage to finish the job. So Universe gets the last hit. Radiant grabbing their tower, but
He maxed
Sumail's
Battle Hunger?
slowly working on this.
He maxed Battle Hunger, didn't he? That was way too much damage. No, he didn't max.
No.
Wow. I felt like it was a lot of damage. Oh, maybe because Sprinter was on. That was why. Silent's not happy, guys. He's roaming Slaughter. He
No,
just
he's
died.
not.
He's not happy.
I think the problem is like the Viper on VP. He like it's how VP always plays. Like if G calls for help mid, they'll go and help him. So I think he's versus Lich SF mid, and he calls for help. And then both Dazzle and Touch just leave the Slardar and come to help him mid. Well, it's a classic just mid player wanting to
I don't
call
know
to
what's
help.
in their heads. I think they were just like too pressured to do like these moves. Like they didn't need to go mid, then they went top, and usually like you just let Brood things. That's the whole point of the hero pick anyway. That he creates all the space on his own. So they go for this gank, which didn't work.
But at the same time, that's how VP plays, though. They make all the unexpected plays. What I
That's
learned from
true.
them. They make all the plays you don't expect a regular team to make. They don't make the correct plays, but sometimes it works out for them.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't work out for them, it really, really doesn't work out for them. You can lose the game so fast.
They're going to try to make a jump here on Sumail, but he gets off that first chain very far back. Shards coming through. PPD looking to help him out a bit. He's going to tank the poison touch. Stuns before the crush. Does Sumail re-engage? Yes, he does! Just destroys Silent on the Slardar. Now hunting for a bit more. The chakra comes out again. He's got the mana to dive this. The chain just barely missing the tree in front of him. Shards coming through, but he's going to turn attention back to Lil. And Sumail will do it again. 8-5 the score. He's really heating up, but he's not done just yet. Another dive forward. Does he have any more mana available? Sumail, what's he got? Not a whole lot. Not enough to dive anymore.
Yeah, this is just literally the Sumail show right now.
And Virtus.pro needs to, they need to regroup their thoughts right now. It's pretty hard, but the way the game is going with their lineup, it's the worst thing ever.
The Slaughter is tilted.
He's desperate to kill him.
He's been roaming, and he died twice. And he has a bottle, no threats, not close to Blink Dagger. He's not in a good position right now. If he dies one more time, like, it's really, really bad for
That
VP.
bottle tells the whole story.
Yeah. I mean, this is Peter just banning Gyrocopter and suddenly he's on a roaming Slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard when you like play like one way the whole tournament and suddenly they actually need to help their safe laner because he can't do stuff on his own. That would be Gyrocopter. Slaughter needs support. They just forgot about it.
They are looking for the Brood. They know she's in the woods, and they're going to find Phobos. The heal comes out, but Universe with the Frost Armor just fine so far. In fact, running forward, forcing 3 VP heroes out. Where's the backup? Rotations are coming in. Arteezy's here with an Invis Rune. Looking to set something up. This could be real ugly.
Wow.
No, the heal does way too much, but the Requiem comes from behind. Raises, chunking down VP, finding the first kill as the Brood will drop. Perhaps they're going to get more here. The Dazzle pretty low. Even the Creeps getting on the action, swapping back into the Snowball forward. Lil all over the place. But in the end, he's right back to the well. Double kill for Arteezy.
He got the whole bunch of spiders too on RTZ. He just like jumped like insane like amount of gold. Yeah. All the spiders.
Can see how much that some of these heroes really work, how well they work against the Slardar though. The Axe has the call, you have the Frost Armor, so the heal bomb not doing as much as it normally would. They do get the blink call in the mid lane, and Universe is going to try to drag G a bit back towards tower, but doesn't actually have to move because he's got the long attack range, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, Virtus.pro is pretty sad now that they see X has a blink. And I just wonder what they should do right now to get momentum in this game.
Is there a play they can make, do you think? Like a smoke gank or an objective they can take?
Secure silence farm. He even went with threads. He has no blink dagger and close to blink dagger.
Yeah, I mean they should
They're
keep
just trying to
pushing
snowball
out the
games.
bottom lane. I think
Gonna
it's
try to
one of the
kill
most
this guy?
important things they can do.
Yeah.
Just so they have to like get attention from EG.
Look at the supports levels, man. You talked about it earlier, Lich and Venge versus Dazzle-Tusk, but look at the levels, 7-7 to 5-5.
If you have that discrepancy, then you're probably pretty happy
This
if you're
game is
EG.
going EG's way as much as I like it.
Clear out the neutrals. Silent playing the farm game now. No more roaming for him. At least not for the time being. But this is freeing up EG. All 3 lanes currently being farmed as they're going to contest this bottom rune. Chakram will come out. Haste rune gets grabbed by the Slardar. He'll back away.
There was a stat on VP LD that VP farms the least. The second least of all teams. The least was Mininsky. In
Really?
this tournament, they farmed the least.
Just in terms of like how many creeps they kill?
How
or
many creeps they kill and stuff like that. 'Cause
GPM, yeah.
Yeah, because all they do, they go for runes. Every rune they get, they buy bottles. They fight. They try to roam so much. Like the supports don't farm much. And just look at the supports. Like Lil has not been. I don't even think they pulled once bottom. Maybe like once maximum.
No, they went full aggro mode this game, just roaming around constantly with Dazzle-Tusk.
Damon had a pull to work with on Dazzle.
I
On
mean,
Radiant pull.
yeah, they could have. I just feel bad for them because probably it's in their head that they pretty much fucked up the game,
Yeah.
and now they have to somehow get their strength back into this
Try
game.
to salvage it.
Yeah, well, it's very hard to salvage a game against a Shadow Fiend that is leading.
And all their heroes have their core items and levels at this point for EG.
This
Like
EG's
that.
dream. Do
It's-
nothing, win Dota. No, like actually,
Shots?
like no, I mean, it's not shots. This is the dream. This is the, this is our dream too. And SF, we play SF a lot. When you know you have a secure the early game, and all you need to do is just farm and hit the timings, and the enemy team has to do something to win the game.
Yeah.
You're in a really good spot.
You're in their heads, you know.
Yeah, you're just like, haha. Now we just play safe, don't overextend, and we'll win the game.
Yeah, that's why we don't draft SF, because we are not that lame.
Any reply?
I mean, right now, the strategy, like in this tournament, we've seen, like, it's pretty much always some double core or Shadow Fiend. Every team that has Shadow Fiend is just very comfortable. Like Moon said, you don't have to do much. All you have to do is get Helm of Dominator and farm Ancients and Roshan at some point. And there's just a clock on Virtus Pro. There's
Looks
just
like the Venge might be in trouble. Caught out here near the top rune. Yeah, PPD. Possibly going down. They're going to snowball forward. 4-hero commitment just for this. But they will get the kill.
every kill they'll take gladly right now.
But
Yeah, but at the same time, like, Peter's like, they
Silent
got me,
doesn't want
guys.
to play anymore.
Yeah, they were showing 4 people and Slaughter's farming the jungle. 14 minutes in. You farm the jungle, like maybe even 10 minutes in, even Team Liquid will come in and kill you. Like, that's not a place you can farm. The VP has lost the entirety of their own jungle. Lost control of the whole jungle. They put so much wards in there too on VP. Trying to protect it, but like,
Yeah.
they still died. That's so bad for VP.
And it's the Silence position right now is like the hardest in the whole game.
looking for the jump in. Universe going to start it off here with the Blink, the call as well. Phobos trying for a flanking maneuver. The shards not going to connect on anything. Oh my god, that's a lot of spider lanes. Sumail will take that gold. 700 after the Yules.
How much does Slaughter have? What is closing in?
I mean, the blink, I don't think it will even do anything at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the problems with safe lane Slaughter was like people stopped picking him in safe lane and just have him as like a solo carry. He's like, it's too hinged on him having a game with Blink. You can see in this game, he doesn't have this Blink, he's just useless.
Yeah. They're gonna do Roche. RT's gonna buy SNY. He's gonna take the Aegis.
Then do you just start pushing? Or do you
Then
farm
just
more
take
here?
the game from
Yeah,
there.
you just take the game from there. Take the mid tower. Take the objectives number 1. Take the top tower. Universe got Vanguard too, I think. There we go. Lich has max Lich armor.
Yeah, this game is like
He's
slow
doesn't
poison
have-
for Virtus Pro.
He's gonna start maxing it now. And then Venge is gonna start maxing his second and third spell.
So how would you feel if you would be playing on Virtus Pro side right now? You feel like you already lost the game?
Yeah. I mean, this is how VP plays though. Like, you know how like I said, like I talked about it before with Russians. Oh, never mind. I'll continue about it later.
Fight on the mid lane as Arteezy does get jumped. The Chain Frost comes out to counter the shape. They're trying to run down Silent here, perhaps. Actually, the Hasted Venge on the way out. They will lose the Lich so far. The Shadow Fiend too. Coming back in just a moment. As the Chakram, they engage, and they will find themselves FNG. So 2 down now. The Requiem coming out, looking for a few more VP heroes. PPD still hasted. He can look to run back in. Gonna pop that dust. Universe unable to jump forward. But we'll have his Blink online soon. So they pop the Aegis. 2 for 1.
That was still a pretty decent fight for Virtus Pro.
Yeah.
Could have been much worse.
And maybe EG aren't going to be quite as confident to push now.
Well, they do have the mech on Viper. I think they're closing in on Orchid for Brood. Maybe he has it already? He has it
Yes.
already.
Yeah. Going back to my point about the rush. Oh, never mind. Going back to my point about the Russians is that they make these plays which are like high risk, high reward. They play with like no like respect, honestly, for the opponent's counterplay. And when it
Yeah.
works out, you're like, wow, they're like Virtus plowing through them. But when it doesn't work out, this happens. You know, you lose the game, and like I say they lost the game about the chopping mark when Slaughter died again.
Virtus Pro is gonna go now, because Slaughter's Blink. They might even like smoke up after the tower, or even before, and just find the fight.
Let's see how EG want to
I
respond
feel like
to
it's
this.
their best timing to keep themselves into the game.
Yeah, this is
Otherwise-
the best timing right now.
Yeah,
They have everything. The Blink, the mech.
The make or break it, guys. Let's go, EG.
Yeah.
EG versus VP right here.
Like if Virtus Pro doesn't go for a play now, what happens is that EG will just outfarm them, just very naturally.
I think EG should give up this tower.
Yeah, they don't need to risk it.
Yeah, they really shouldn't risk it. Yeah,
Kind of thinking about fighting.
kind of thinking. Oh,
And while they were thinking, Arteezy does get caught out. There's a crush, but the Frost Armor keeps him very healthy. He may even look to turn this one around. Jumping forward, Universe with the call initiation onto Lil, going to bring him down quickly. So they lose the Tusk. Can they get anything more? Universe slowly being worked down, but it's Sumail in the front lines. He gets tossed up in the air by the Yule Scepter. The Chain Frost, not very effective, but still a call from Universe again. It's onto the Requiem for the high ground. They're going to bring down G. That's a dunk. And now they're looking for more. VP being herded back, forced away, and Sumail gets in deep, just starting to wear down Silent as he's unable to get off a good initiation. Universe once more with the jump, the third kill of the fight. Make it for EG. They give up the tower, but they get so much more in the end.
The team fight was so good for EG in the fact that the positioning is fighting in a small choke point with a lot of trees near. With I mean the Lich ulti was bad, but like it's still like Sumail did so much work there, and the Universe could get like 2-3 man calls easily, which he did. RTZ could get like easy like 2-3 man raises, which he did. And the entire time, if the SF was in danger of dying, the Venge had swapped the entire time. He was just sitting there on the high ground waiting to swap, but he was like, wow, we're winning so hard that I didn't even need to swap anyone out of danger. So the entire time EG had the whole team fight under control. It was
This
so
is
nice to watch.
one of EG's strength. They're very good at taking the variable fights on positioning. I've seen it a couple times in this tournament, where they just go on the chokes and just wait for their opponent to come. Same happened
Especially
against
with
VG.
With the Timbersaw there, especially. He had trees like every angle he wanted to jump.
Yeah, it was great.
Like Broodmother wasn't hitting anyone in the whole fight. He was just like trying to crawl into the fight. So they had no DPS on the stun. So nothing is really going their way right now.
That was the Orchid Brute timing, and Blink Dagger started timing, and they got wiped 4-0. Now
And now EG hit their second wave of timings. Bloodstone coming out.
Bloodstone coming out. I think Crimson got an axe. And I think
Wise probably done by now.
no, 4-stop.
Or maybe it's a Manta to deal with the
I'm pretty sure it's a Manta. Oh, it's SN1, never mind. Both are good.
They already have Frost Armor, I guess, so he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
pretty tanky.
True. Bench is level 2 swap too, I think. This is like one of the biggest things. Oh, it's not level 1 swap. I think EG is just gonna chill. I don't think they're gonna do anything. I think they just wait for the second rush. By the time the second rush hits, they're gonna have even better timings. Probably 4 stuff completed on Axe. Sumail maybe like one more item. No, he doesn't have Bloodstone yet. Soon. He has it. No, he has it now. Just disassembles the thing, gets it. Maybe Sumail gets a plate mail, which is really good on Blink Dagger. And then level 2 swap on Venge.
And he's pretty much unkillable at that point.
Yeah, with a level 2 swap on Venge, like you can swap anyone out of danger, and then you're pretty much unkillable. SF takes the Aegis. If they initiate a Timbersaw, they just swap the Timbersaw out. I don't see how EG loses the team fight. Maybe if you get like an insane initiation with the Slaughter, but at the same time, VP has no AoE, so if like Slaughter gets a 4-man crush, like who's gonna die?
They actually don't have damage to kill him anymore.
Yeah.
No magic damage at all. That'll hit him.
Exactly.
Bobosa's going to move in here. He gets the silence off on Sumail. He commits onto
Bobo's
PPD.
going crazy.
But all of a sudden, snowball the other direction. It looks like 2 might fall here. Sumail down, and it seems the players are lagging pretty badly.
Peter just exclamation mark LAG.
Oh, the starter's coming in. They can turn this.
They're looking
Yeah,
for
they're
a
gonna
bit
turn
more.
this.
Shards again, fishing. Barely catch you out, Universe. The crush is there. Even with the Frost Armor, the amp damage is too much. He's down as well.
This is
That's 3.
tilt-worthy shit, honestly. Raffle. Holy shit. I
said
said feel it out,
could have happened for Virtus Pro.
and then VP just it was still fucking lagging, and then oh man, get your PJ styles out to chat. This is some drama.
Drama.
This is EG's
If
not
that's
happy,
what
man.
feeling it out is like, I'm sure
This
VP
Viper-
wants a little more of that. You know?
Yeah.
How farmed is this Viper now? What does he have?
8.4. That pretty much like brought EG kind of back to
Viper's
the
actually
game.
farmed. He's gonna have SNY soon.
Yeah, that brought EG back. No, VP back into the game.
Yeah, it did.
It really
I
did.
mean, maybe not like even Dota-wise, but at least like they finally killed them. Like they
Yeah.
feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. And not only that, I think they're actually gonna get a kill on SF here.
Oh, possibly.
They have a Slaughter.
And
It's a
he
cooldown.
is- just use the blink.
Oh,
And
well,
Sprint's about to wear off, it looks like.
But it's Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro always chases.
Can Lil get in there?
They would yeah, here's the mango. He always does this, by the way. He always buys mango. Even after laning phase ends, he still buys mangoes.
Do you like that? Do you think that's worth it later on?
I mean, he's been playing really well this tournament, and they did beat us.
I don't know if
so,
anyone can question the Lilsage at this point.
I guess he's right.
Lil was right.
I would never do that, personally, but I guess he's right.
But I think you do that, don't you?
Me?
Like, you get mangoes? I've seen you like
No,
Mango
actually,
you
the
keep.
mangoes which I have, I've been keeping it the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
time from the
no.
laning
Oh.
phase.
You just
I
don't use it
actually-
early on.
Yeah, I just want to use it early on, and I still have it.
You have to
I
then you want to sell it or use it
I
randomly.
usually sell it. I don't actually buy mangoes outside laning phase. I feel like it's a waste of gold.
Yeah, it's a pretty expensive item.
Mm-hmm. It's good for laning phase just because of the passive regen, but other than that, it's like I don't think it's an item you buy.
The
some
Peter
offlaner.
smiley face coming out in
Yeah.
chat now.
Can we go back to the game?
Yeah, we're back into it, unpaused, and we'll see if EG can maintain their composure.
That's I never see the smiley face.
Can we see the smiley face, please? Cameraman, just yep, right
Important
there.
things.
You guys ready? Smiley face? Question mark. Great stuff right there.
What Crow said originally, the weakness of EG's draft is the support duo. Look at the networks. The Dazzle and Tusk are always going to eventually out.
Even though they're
network the
winning,
game.
it's just naturally gonna fall off. There's nothing to do about it.
It's Lich Armor though.
What's Lich armor at? Like level 2? Level 3. Wow, as it gets more and more levels, like it's gonna be a huge factor this game, honestly.
I mean, VP is hinging on this Viper just getting super farmed and then being able to do a lot of damage. Like he has all these, his Dazzle ulti and then Slaughter ult to like make his damage even higher. This is how Nether Toxin scales with minus armor.
I think EG is still in a fine position. I would like to see RTZ pick up an Ice Ogre creep. The Ice Ogre creep stacks up with Bleach armor. Fully stacks actually. Everything stacks.
The slows as well.
The slows too, yeah. It's crazy. Like, and then it's against like 2 melees and a Viper, and when you're attacking that, you're so slow and happy, you know?
I remember Eternal Envy did that on Doom. He had they had a Lich. He had the Frost, the Ice Armor creep.
You sure?
Shivas.
It was me doing it against Team Secret in the Majors Grand Finals. I was doing.
Oh no, this was before your time, my friend. This
Oh,
was
wow.
back at MLG Columbus,
Oh, wow.
2013.
Sorry, man. The land before time, and I was playing Han.
And here you are, memeing it up in the world of Dota. How
Yeah,
things
man.
change.
So it looks
Don't-
like, is VP gonna, yeah, VP, they're gonna trade tier 2 towers.
Smart from EG. I don't
So,
think they should fight.
so that obviously that fight earlier mid that EG was not really expecting, really good for VP. Does
This
it
is better for VP. 'cause they're
completely tilt the
also,
balance of the
they're-
game?
They're
Yeah.
getting
It
the tier 2
opened
mid
up the
as
map
well.
for Virtus Pro. They're
It did.
actually capable of moving out and doing stuff, taking their jungle, taking towers.
Now EG has to play a little bit more passive. They have to respect VP a little bit more.
They are going to try to jump here on Sumail in the mid lane, but the swap comes out from PPD looking to prevent this. Snowball forward, Universe at the same time gets in. Nice call there. The Jade Frost is coming. Massive damage onto VP with the Requiem as well. Silent getting forced back. Sumail in through the front. He'll bring him down as well. 2 down. They're looking for a third. The Yules is ready. They're going to isolate and then quickly execute FNG. Nicely done by EG. Looked a little shaky there for a
It's a
moment.
rage buyback from Peter.
That swap
like-
really helped.
Yeah, it was a good, amazing swap. He needed to buy back there, but
It
it
was
was
a
more
really
like
bad go by VP though. Like there's
Yeah.
no reason. They got 2 towers. In a game like this, them getting these 2 towers is fine. Trading 1 tower, and then they forced some really bad go on this Timber Saw. You look at his his items. He's actually a really low percentage kill.
you gotta understand. That's how VP plays. They make the plays they don't expect them to make. You know. When they were doing it against S2, we were like, there's no way they're gonna go. They go, and we were at 5, so we got punished really heavily. And they ran us down 1 by 1 if there was Spirit Breaker, Slaughter stuff, and we died. But imagine if we were 5 there, and then they went on us, we would punish them so heavily they would have been wiped. Which is what EG is doing exactly in this series. They're actually just punishing VP every time they make this like goals. And look, Spider. Why is he running away? Oh, I guess everyone's
Spiders are scary.
yeah. Now Timbersaw picked up a Blink Dagger. Really good pickup. And I think SF is 1 item too. No, not sure.
3,800 gold.
I think it's buying a BKB.
No new items though. So we'll see them
think
camping
there's,
out here near the
let's
Let's go
ancient.
for
Answer, right?
Butterfly, because he's
Butterfly.
literally unkillable with Butterfly.
EG knows. EG knows that. No, VP knows. Sorry, that they cannot give up this Aegis to EG. Otherwise, EG is just gonna win this game off this Aegis. At the same time, like VP, I gotta give them respect. You know, they just lost a team fight and they still want to fight. They're still playing hyper aggressive. Because they
Yeah,
know.
but to be fair, it's their only chance in this game. They won't outfarm them anymore, not with the heroes. The
Yeah.
cores,
It's the nature of the draft.
yeah, they have
basically.
2 cores that have no AoE spells, the mid and safe lane core, compared to the Shadow Fiend and Timbersaw.
That's RTG's BKB. Peter's level 2 swap.
And EG are on the smoke.
Smoke up and fight them. Let's go.
Universe, the man in front. The smoke's going to break in a decent position. Phobos up on the high ground. They get off the weave onto 3, but he still jumps forward. He still finds 2 with the call, but where's the backup for this? Sumail up in the air, not able to dish out the chakram damage during this time. Now jumping down to the low ground. Silent, fairly low, forced back at the same time. Sumail is too. He's going to chain out. He dodges the stun from the Slardar. Beautifully played. Can they finish off G on the retreat? Again, the chakram so low, not dead. The Urn will keep him alive in the end. FNG getting poked a little bit, looking with the Wave of Terror, fishing for that additional kill. They will again isolate the Dazzle. The crush on the rear side of the fight, but they just can't get the job done. Now Silent scurried away. Only the Brood down until FNG eventually falls on the Dazzle. It looks like Lil could be next. Punch up, not sufficient. They drop 3.
That's Roche for EG.
Well, EG's showing a lot of poise here after that unfortunate sequence of events following the pause. They're now back on top.
EG is very smart at knowing when to take fights. They were very confident going into the side. Even though they got like 5-man weave, they just chased onto them anyway.
Viper and DD were in that game, that fight, so VP actually thought they could maybe do something.
I mean, the way the fight started was actually good for Virtus Pro, just because the Brood popped the smoke, they had the weave on them, they saw everything.
The call though, the double call was...
The double call and the dodge from Slaughter.
Yeah, the dodge was
What
pretty
could have
big.
happened is VP could actually use that choke point there to like shard, like the one on the left side.
And break up the fight.
Yeah, this one here, and they could shard off the axe as he blinks in. If the if the Tuskar didn't also get snowballed in, sorry, not snowballed, but called.
That's true. Oh, Crimson Guard on X.
Not an item we see all that often.
It's really good versus VP's lineup.
But when you've got all this physical damage, every little bit of mitigation will help.
It's like impossible to play Brood versus Crimson. Right.
I kind of like Lotus Orb more on X. It's because you can Lotus Orb yourself and jump in. You're not scared of the Slaughter's ulti or Orchid. Or you can even use it to remove Slaughter's ulti and Orchid from your teammates. Gives good armor and stats.
Is
Is
Lotus
reject.
Orb good though in this game?
Yeah, I don't know if you're missing all that. I think Crimson Guard or even Sheevis is better, right?
Man, Sumail going in deep here. He does get silenced, but Universe gets in position for Staff. Blink is still cooling down. Gonna slow one down with the Battle Hunger. Now the Chakram engage onto Lil. Seems they're gonna sack him. He's gonna snowball and just give up
Just
his
gonna
life.
ulti it for the kill.
He's dead.
Executed by Universe.
I like how you say executed. I like it.
Yeah, maybe he has the executioner set.
How appropriate. I mean, Axe is just fun to play, man. You gotta enjoy the chop.
Gotta give it to EG, man. Elimination match, picking Lich X like that.
Yeah, and
Alright.
Timbersaw.
Yeah, Timbersaw.
And making it work.
Yeah.
I was
Hats
surprised,
off to
but,
them.
I didn't expect the Timber stop pick as well. But I guess it's mostly because Sumail's been playing that stuff every game, you know. So suddenly they come out with. I
EG
think
is
VP
doing
also
pretty
thought-
well in this series. If you like lose 2 games and you come back like that,
Yeah, actually, that's
like,
right.
Not every team can do that. Only
No.
very few teams are capable of pulling that off.
Now they're looking for the reverse all kill here.
I haven't seen this in a while in the best of 5. Reverse.
It doesn't happen very often.
The last team they did was like DK once, I think.
Well, DK did it in a BO7, but that was after like a 3-hour break as well.
Can
It's
you
a
guys
very nice
imagine?
jump by Sumail.
Can you guys imagine if the grand final was the best of 3, and VP won 2-0?
Versus this. Yeah.
Yeah, they would have won 2-0. They would have 2-0 EG if this was the best of 3, but this was the best of 5. Crazy, eh?
In
Yeah.
this best of 5, I guess like if you get first pick Shadow Fiend for EG, they already feel super comfortable.
They certainly appear to. Not leaving mid.
They have like the 2 best Shadow Fiend players in the world
Yesterday when
on one team.
you guys were first pick on Dire, or they had first pick on Radiant, right? In the VPOG game.
I don't know. Can't remember. All I know was I went 0-10 on Do. That's all that matters.
I feel like you're gonna get a tattooed to your hand. You keep on writing it so often,
Yeah, you
saying
keep
it so
repeating
often.
that. O10 the meme.
Never forget.
Don't worry, Doom is gonna be garbage next patch. I can see it already. Don't have to
Team's
play
win
the
rate
Euro.
this tournament has actually been quite low. About it.
Yeah, but everyone's complaining about it, you know. And whenever the community complains about something, they get it.
Well, Doom's inherently annoying, right?
Yeah. Everyone wants Doom out of the game.
Sounds so depressing.
Are you calling this lovely people out here whiners?
This might be the last smoke of the game for Virtus Pro. They feel really forced to make a play before the Aegis comes. Like, is Roshan up? Should be up, right? Not yet.
Soon.
They really want to make a play. They know if the Roshan comes, it's super hard to actually interfere in the Roche fight. They would just lose it out.
No, he's here. It's Aegis on Timbersaw.
Still has it? Oh, I just missed it. Talking too much about some Moon Meander Doom and stuff.
I make so much space that it's still people still talking about it.
That's when your chat wheel's really active.
And, yeah, they still went for the smoke onto Aegis fights.
EG sniffed it out though. They were sitting in bases 5. Now they're doing the right thing, putting Sumail in the front line. What the hell? They not see him there? Sumail is Aegis, so he can play it however he wants.
Well, and he's going to play onto the Viper here. Has the Yules to set up, getting in position. The Venge coming in really soon as well. Chaining back. PPD just wants that swamp, and he's going to find it. BKB forced down, and G's going to continue to run, but no teleport scroll, so they might be able to kill him off anyway. Sumail continuing to engage. Universe just looking for the call. Forstef grabs the Viper. They're going to isolate him. G will be going down. Off with his head is the call, and no buyback on the Viper.
Sumail is actually just playing so well all game.
Yeah,
Right place
he
at
really
all
is.
time. He's making the best micro plays. in this hero.
He's pretty much
insane.
leading the whole game. Like, he's leading the game for his team.
Yeah, this one lane top won them this game. Like, he snowballs this lane, he gets mass confidence, he just goes and does stuff on the map.
Feels a lot like how they were playing at TI and DAC, where Sumail would just take over.
This is a good example of a good player, you know, being able to bounce back from that Storm game. Like not letting it kill him. Like I said, no matter how good you are at Dota, you can be the best player in Dota, but if you tilt easily, you'll never be the best.
Everybody has setbacks.
Wise works, man.
They go for the call.
Always works.
No follow-up. Working on the racks here. EG banging on the front doors. Anybody home? VP, all 5 alive now.
Virtus Pro might go for the jump when the Weave is gonna take them down, but EG is too smart for that.
Too smart.
Just gonna run away.
Take their time. Farm it up. Wait for next Aegis.
It's really taking their time in this game, which
Rest
is,
of the
to
sleeper.
be honest, the right call.
Yeah.
In a game like that, you just don't
Game
want
5.
to throw it away. Yeah.
There's nothing VP can really do, I feel. At this point of his
Also,
besides
every
defend
time
uphill.
EG goes back and like does this, Virtus Pro feels like shit actually. 'Cause they don't know what to do.
They're praying for EG to force it.
Like
Yeah. VP is BKBs, they want to fight, but EG's like, yeah, you know, just chill, wait for next Aegis.
The problem with
We'll
Brood
get
is,
you eventually.
Brood as a hero is like if you're in the situation where you just can't pressure a lane at all, and just because Brood feels so
like
useless
if
all game.
Moonmeander would play that Brood, he'd be pretty sad now. Like look
Yeah.
at this Brood running in the river, chilling in
Yeah.
the water.
The worst Brood is Brood in
Just go
Brood in your base defending a pull push. That is the worst.
Oh
feeling.
my
Yeah.
god.
You know the game is over when you're Brood in
It's
your
not running on webs.
next to your racks, your own
we,
racks.
we gotta feel the DK Phobos here.
Send out the spiderlings to be massacred. My babies.
I got Aghanims on Timbersaw.
Even more AoE.
Like, look how happy Sumail is.
And
going
again,
in.
it's the Blake Yules to start it off. He doesn't have it defensively, but that's okay. His Universe will also join the fight, at least for now. Arteezy getting involved. He's going to look for the Requiem. Universe still very tanky, even through it all. And then the Chain Frost comes about. It's a beautiful one. Keeps on going here and there. All over VP. They're getting wiped out. They just don't have the firepower. They can't get a kill yet. G, his whole life spent auto-attacking. 4 down. He's soon to join them. It's going to be 5. Do they even get a second kill? No chance. It's a triple for Slim
Arteezy
Sumail.
was left though.
And the interesting thing in this game is that like all these fights that are happening, they're actually happening on EG's side on the map, even though they're the winning team. But Virtus Pro is still on their side on the map, taking these fights or looking for these fights.
It's like you were saying, Moon. They always want to fight.
They always want to fight. They will take the fight to you, even if they're losing.
I think it's like what Crow said. If EG sits and farms, VP feels like shit. So it feels like they have to go force a fight, you know?
Yeah.
They can't just, like, the heroes aren't heroes that can sit and farm waves and
They
farm
lost
ancients.
their whole momentum, or they couldn't even build momentum in this game. Like
This
the
is the
game
problem with VP's draft and this Viper last pick. Like, maybe Lina was a better pick.
I think we shouldn't talk about the drafts. because
This is a
like
play.
you know what if Viper would have like won his lane and they would have crushed bottom and we would have all been like, man,
This
Virtus Pro
Viper's
is
great,
doing
yeah.
it. I got the Timber Soul kill.
That's a
Yeah.
big one. Did not get off the Bloodstone deny there.
Took the racks.
That's a
Sumail.
gem down, 1100 gold.
So yeah, like if this game would have went a little bit more normal, let's say, or more like,
Sumail maybe
conservative.
doesn't get the solo kill
Yeah,
top
like
lane.
no like solo kills on a lane that pretty much shouldn't be like this. Just normal safe
So
lane,
much gold,
try
actually.
lane.
Yeah.
And we would have all like been like, man, Virtus Pro, so smart,
Yep.
pushing the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Dota. At the end of the day, draft is like maybe 50-60% of the game. The rest is execution. And EG is just incredibly good in these high tense games. They don't choke, they don't tilt, they just play Dota.
Well, they're playing Dota now, and VP aren't liking how it turns out. Jump forward, gonna find one. Phobos now trying to walk in, end engage, get something done. The Chain Frost bounces, everybody BKB'd up, but then the Requiem comes through, further mitigating the non-existent damage that VP have. Arteezy going to work, the Timber Saw going to town, and they're
Great
gonna
spot.
bring down 1, 2, 3 heroes, make it 4. Sumail shows up at the perfect time to wipe them out.
I like that play.
Just remember, this is Lotus open X, right? The Lotus up to SF? No, Lich. Nope. Yeah, Lich has it.
And now
Fear
EG
knows
march
what's up.
down mid. Is this it? Is this
Yeah.
the end for Virtus Pro?
This is the end. America wins. As per usual. Donald Trump is going to win elections.
How does that make you feel, Kuro, as our lone European representative here?
What, that Donald Trump wins the elections? Don't know, man. The world is
Feels
going
bad,
weird
man.
places.
Feels good for the boys in blue, though. Some setbacks along the way, but EG, for only the second time in even remotely modern Dota history, are
VP
gonna...
was so close too. Feels like VP has actually never won a set of games versus EG. They always end up losing.
But they always are so close down the stretch, it feels like.
You got to give VP credit, though. They 2-0 Liquid, 2-0
No,
OG,
They 2-1 us.
2-1. Oh,
Yeah, it was 2-1.
they 2-0 us. Who else did they 2-0? They
It
2-0
was a
VG.
pretty close game too, the last game.
And then they won the 2-0, 2-3 versus EG won game, first game 1 and game 2. And they played really well. They definitely improved a lot as a team since the majors, for sure. And I think that
even in this tournament, they've become better after every series. They've become a better team.
I remember
Yeah.
it's a new lineup for them as well, so...
exactly.
A lot to
VP
look forward
is,
to.
Definitely amazing team right now. People have expected that. I think
Yeah.
most players knew that VP is going to be
Well,
very much up there.
Sumail helping out with the Roshan here. Then he decides to jump in and end the misery for VP. Quickly taking care of Lil, looking for more of the Chain Frost. It's going to be another beautiful bounce all over VP's faces, even with BKB starting to really tick down. Phobos gets graved up. That ain't going to save you against Universe. And spin slowly but surely. No, actually will survive for now. Don't tell me he gets out of here. Phobos slips out, barely escaping with his own life. The Aegis going to pop now, but 4 have fallen. It's about to be 5. The Viper's going to go down a second time. It looks like it will be a full wipeout for VP in the pit, and perhaps their final fight of the game. A stun from PPD will finish him off.
Timber
Wow.
My god.
This fight went kinda okay for Virtus Pro, given the circumstances. But just not enough anymore, just because the EG heroes are so overfarmed.
Where's the LD? Wow. Some hype, man.
Wow!
There.
There you go. Just for you, Moon.
Thanks, LD.
Thanks for casting so much, buddy.
The triple
Oh, wow,
initiation.
anytime you want.
That's an easy kill. The triple
Wow.
initiation by EG, it's pretty weird. Like they linked in 3 heroes into the Roche pit, so Shadow Fiend then X actually died.
Yeah.
But
It just showed how confident they were in the
yeah,
state
it's like
of the
they
game.
just like wanna go for it.
Slow. Big
They have to back down EG.
So they do force out the Tusk buyback. Does this actually prompt the retreat? Silence on the hunt. He manages to get a crush off Snowball. Rolling forward, they're going to
Skill
sack
Fear and lead.
Fear. That's the gem down. And it looks like he wanted to Chain Frost, but won't be allowed to do it.
This Tusk is 3.6k net worth, 3.5. It's a mangoes, guys. He still has a mango in his inventory. I swear to God, this guy just keeps buying mangoes the whole game.
You jealous?
No, I just wish.
Do you want some fruit?
Mango, I like some mangoes.
Actually, I don't know if we got any mangoes this time.
Nah.
They're pretty tasty though.
Honestly, just well, like I'm impressed by EG. Honestly, watching them more and more, I can't believe we even beat them in the majors. They should have won the game, by the way. Just saying, game 3 versus the anti-mage, they should have won that game.
They should have won.
Oh, EG
Huh?
is also a team that's growing.
Even we
a lot.
recognize
Yeah,
it.
they should have won.
Like EG is getting better and better after every series as well.
Yeah,
Like I think they're starting to feel comfortable with their current lineup.
yeah. Plus, not only that, like, impressive run. They came all the way for the first time. They didn't go to the losers bracket. Ah,
This is their second time ever, at least in like with the current core group of players, I guess, like PPD Fear and them. The only other one was Dream League.
well, yeah.
They almost always have to do it through the lower
They
bracket.
always have to go through the lower bracket. This time they just actually won the whole tournament through the upper bracket. And then they came back from a 0-2 to 2-3, brought it back for
The thing is,
America.
all the best of threes have been very close, like, as well.
There's
All
only
their-
been what two
That's
2-0s
true.
the whole
yeah,
tournament.
every best of three they had, it was very close.
They were all 2-1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys took a game off them, almost a second.
Yeah. Wait, Baba, to bring that up. Digital Chaos almost beat EG.
That's what Bobo was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like Liquid as well, almost beat them.
Yeah, that was close, but at the end of the day, I don't think there's shouldn't have won,
Yeah.
should have won. It's like you win or you lose.
You win or lose, that's
That's
Dota.
Dota. Well, it's been a long day for VP here, but it might be coming to an end soon.
Very respectable run from VP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, we're busy writing their obituary, but they're not ready to get put under just yet. EG looking to make it official.
Peter's is the kind of guy that like gets angry whenever the other team doesn't call GG when the game is over.
Oh, he must be pretty mad right now.
Especially after that that
Yeah.
pause stuff.
They've got a Hex available. The call coming through. The AoE damage is absolutely massive from EG as Arteezy goes to work. G trying to head on in the middle of this fight. Arteezy, now Phobos walking onto it, but they just can't seem to find a core that they can reliably bring down. Sumail does have to chain away. Universe dropping low. The first kill of the fight is going to be going the way of VP, but then quickly turns back. Phobos will fall. Arteezy could be next. Punched up. He's dead too. Is VP actually doing this? Are they hanging on Sumail? The third one down. All three cores punished. And the old man
What just happened, guys?
will TP out.
Well, what happened is
What happened?
EG decided to just run into
What
them.
Oh my god.
MKB Viper, what's going on, guys? But look at the EXP swing and the goal swing. 7k goal swing, 10k EXP.
Oh, 10k experience. That's
Well, should we start rewriting that obituary,
Yeah,
guys?
EG
Yeah.
had a respectable run. VP definitely showing up. The new lineup's really good.
FNG,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful hair,
Beautiful
Hey,
hair.
beautiful captain.
Yeah, they need like 2 more of those and they can win.
2 more?
I think
Two
they need
more.
3 more fights.
3 more. 3 more.
Yeah.
guys.
So you guys still heavily favor EG even after that?
Yes.
Okay.
They didn't have ages.
I mean, the point is like, I guess at this point of the game, Timbersaw kind of falls off. I don't know. Are you a Timbersaw player?
Yeah. He just needs to sell his he just sells eels against Octarian Core. It doesn't fall off that hard. The problem with EG was they've been hanging on for ages because they tried to end the game. But now Peter's like, alright guys, I guess they want to play this kind of game. 4 ages it is. This is how I can exactly.
This will be the Rage Roshan.
Yeah, just like, oh, guess we gotta do Roshan. Sorry, viewers. Yeah, they're just gonna wait for Roshan.
And the other, I guess the nice thing here is those BKBs for VP are getting pretty low. So that's where the Timber can really start dishing out the damage again.
Yeah, the BKBs have been pretty big in these fights. Like, you just see when the BKBs were popped that they just didn't take real damage anymore.
Yeah, but
The
they're all
beat,
down
the
to
weave as
5,
well.
6, 7 seconds now. So they're ticking down. So you guys mentioned Butterfly for Arteezy, but he did opt for the Satanic first. But looks like he'll go
The
back for it now.
Talisman is like all you need. And I think they have Solar Crest too.
Yeah, I believe so. The bench.
You shouldn't buy Butterfly right now. There's the Viper picked up
Yeah.
the KB.
But I think the X went for Cuirass though already. And he wants some attack speed item. Yeah. So, I mean, Moonshot is like whatever item, I guess. Don't know if you want to go that route.
I think you just get the Aegis on the SF. And that's it. And just keep the goal. And if it's out,
10th
Talisman get a data list later. Or
And-
MKB.
And if you're VP, like, do you contest? Do you have to? I feel like neither option's very good for them.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to say, yeah, they should contest, but if they contest, they might just lose the game right there.
What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, it's like this. They won the fight because they were uphill. So if they're going to be in this like open field here in Ocean, I think they would lose the fight too hard.
Timbersaw is a 10-second BKB now.
The Timbersaw is very good in these kind of fights, but honestly, EG can just go through mid lane or bottom lane. They don't even need to get this top racks when they get Aegis.
No, they need to do the Rage Roshan. It's a matter of
Yeah.
principle at this point.
After the Roshan, I mean, like they don't even have to go to top.
I haven't seen EG play that careful in a very long time.
Yeah,
It's some extreme stuff.
that was a mistake to go high ground without the Aegis.
I guess you're reading into PPD's mind. Maybe actually really wants that fourth Aegis or something.
Yeah,
Listen, Han players understand each other.
I used to be on his team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how.
Dropping those G's together.
Yeah.
Good old days.
They might smoke through mid lane.
I mean, look at his lich. He's like, like that's him
This
playing
is his
Dota
job.
right
This
now.
is my job now.
He's probably in the bathroom right now as well. In the
Yeah.
room, you know.
Probably.
He definitely is. Old man fear.
This is what Dad's got to do, though. Just gotta sit in there.
Bladder doesn't work as well once
Yeah,
you
his
get old
bladder,
man.
yeah.
Old man, just sit in there
I
and
gotta
watch your
tell you,
wife
it's
go
tough.
shopping, watch
It's
your
like
son go
the-
shopping, just sit in there and wait.
Fear is pretty bored of this game, it seems.
Yeah, he's a lich man.
I'm just gonna chill at
50-minute
Rush,
game, you're a
guys.
lich. It's
Just
not
literally
fun.
chilling.
Kerr, you play lich, right?
Yeah, sometimes. It's a very nice
Do
hero.
you find it soothing?
Frosty hero. Yeah, it's chill.
Kerr with the puns.
Ba-boom.
I mean, I think Virtus Pro will go for the play though. Like they have to contest Roshan, because they only have one side of Rex left. They don't even have throne towers left. They're just gonna lose the buildings on right clicks.
The other thing is EG jumped in when they were pushing. They weren't really safe sieging.
Yeah.
So
I really like that Virtus Pro is fighting though. They're not giving up. It's kind of nice.
Yo, he'll take that, he'll take that. What does Venge buy, guys? Yeah, he goes to with
Sure.
Daedalus. He's selling the evasion pieces.
I mean, they
Maybe you have
they have
lads or something.
lads on Lich, I think. No, yes I do.
Yeah, I'm sure he sells the evasion piece, puts the building tiger on the courier, buys the Daedalus, and gets the Aegis. Roshan spawns. Right about now. Pierce gonna ping it. Guys, let's do Roshan. So now it's there to do it. VP is ready to smoke up, I think, to contest it.
yeah, they
Yeah,
just
they go
cleared out
for
the
it.
wave mid.
So you're just not gonna smoke. They're just gonna run straight there, guys. Here we go, smoke. And G auto technically.
Oh no.
And Roche
too
dead.
late.
Now run.
And he has Daedalus.
Are they
He's
going
like,
for it still?
dude.
It looks like they might want to fight anyway.
They're gonna take that
I
kill.
mean, they shouldn't, but I think they're just like pissed off or something, so they might just go for it.
Shoot him out in a moonshot, guys.
'Cause there's like no point to take a fight outside your base. It's the best place to fight for you. You can
And
buy
EG
back.
are primed to take that fight as well. They're all sticking together as 5, no shenanigans.
I actually, it's really hard to like, understand
TG will smoke here.
what EG is doing, because they're playing
Is under
like
This thing's
slow,
so safe.
and they're like a really quick team, but they're just like doing these moves.
They're actually really slow in EG. Taking a sweet time.
Let VP suffer a little longer, maybe.
So what you get for not calling GG?
The BM kills after the unpause
Access the bots.
have to be punished.
What EG can do is just push so SF top, and the others 4 just go smoke around mid or something.
Universe has bots. That's gonna be like blinking in, eating cheese, dying, buying back, and bossing back in. This is play right there. I know him. He's gonna sacrifice his life for his team.
It's like
The
the
offlaners
dream
have
of the offlaner.
the mind meld going on.
There
And
we
they
go.
look for the jump forward. They show Arteezy out in front. This time it is a slow siege. Nice and careful. Gotta force VP to come out and defend aggressively. They get the Blink Crush, but Universe is ready with the call to counter initiate, and they drag Silent in deep. He's gonna have to BKB Phobos as well, working on Arteezy, but he gets swapped back just before he gets too low. Continuing to fight onto the Broodmother. all the while, and now Phobos stunned as his BKB ends, and there's the Requiem too. Arteezy standing and delivering, might be going down here the first time, but can they kill him off the second? Sumail in and out of the base. Still the Viper, so difficult to focus down. They need a little more firepower. He's been graved, suddenly chopped, and then the cheese at the last possible second. That will force out the buyback.
This game is triggering PPD hardcore.
Yeah.
So triggered.
Did SF lose Aegis there?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
But they get the tower, and they look for a little more. Universe with the blink in.
They lost the cheese too. Alright guys, 5th Roche.
Oh my god.
Actually? Is EG actually going for the 5th Roche?
No,
Why
they won't
not?
Buyback. Oh, he might die.
Oh, the bash! Oh my lord! What?
My god.
10% right there. No, 20% some shit.
That was like 80% right there, but Universe finds the 2-hero call.
That's very good
BKBs, are they going to cool down here in time? Arteezy gets rolled on, punched up. They've only gotten the range. They're close to those Megas, but they don't quite have them yet. And rejoining the fight is going to be Slim Sumail right back into it. Still, the melee rack stands. VP hang on desperately, but G now just about to die to the chakrams. Can Sumail finish the job? The snowball! There's whirling death everywhere. You look, blade spinning here and there. They get off the punch. The Viper dies back, and PPD grabs the double kill of all the heroes to do it. Universe back into the fight. He wants Phobos as well. Chop that spider. Squish him up. Buyback now onto the tusk, but the mega creeps are coming any moment, it looks like. And meanwhile, the throne also being sieged out while the skirmish transpires. They just start pounding it. EG almost finally they get the job done. My god, they had to work for that. VP just would not give up.
Virtus Pro, they're real fighters.
Till the end.
That was like that guy that's been knocked to the mat like 30 times in a boxing match. He keeps on hobbling back up. You know, he tries to throw out just one jab and...
I mean, like, Virtus Pro was doing, like, pretty good, actually. Like, just these fights, they were kind of winning these fights. Just Aegis and buybacks and boots of
The
travel.
biggest thing was they took the tower top, the tier